lot of times I'll say like, oh, I work in online video, and I'll get weird looks until I realize, oh, they think I work in porn. Because all I'm saying is online video,
I'm
so I
not
have to...
that lucky. So you're Freddie W.
Yep, that's me.
And you were one of the few guests I've had that I think I actually know what the hell you do. Why don't you tell us what it is that you do and why we should care? I mean, these people could be tuning into anything.
That's true,
So why are they listening?
They're taking a few minutes. Yeah. Well, myself and a friend of mine, Brandon Lodge, we do weekly YouTube videos. They're like visual effects. They're action driven.
And what's it called?
The channel is youtube.com/FreddieW. The website is rocketjump.com. Yeah.
Rocket Jump.
And
yeah.
that's it?
That's it. I mean, it's weird, right? Because
I'm bothering interviewing a guy, and that's all he's got to say about what he does?
Well, I will say that when I used to say, because people would ask, it's kind of a weird thing, because we make YouTube videos. It's a very weird thing to tell people. So people would ask me, like, well, what do you do?
Well, these are weird people.
That's good, right?
Tell them.
Well, when they say, what do you do? A lot of times I'll say, like, oh, I work in online video, and I'll get weird looks until I realize, oh, they think I work in porn. Because all I'm saying is online video.
I'm not that lucky.
So I have to qualify a little more, like, oh, no, I make YouTube videos, and then it's just, it's weird. It is. One of the things that we do is like, well, we have to learn how to do this on the computer. So we started looking at all the tutorials and going online and trying to figure out how to make guns shoot. And then we just sort of went from there. It's like, well, let's make this car blow up. Well, how do we do that? Well, we can't really blow up the car.
You can make a car blow up by doing it on the computer.
Yeah.
Guys at movie studios spend hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it. And you can just type a few keys and you get it done and you put it on the internet.
I will say this, though, because we've had the chance to actually blow up some cars, and it's way more fun to do it for real.
Oh, of course.
And no one's as impressed. We did a video where, I did this, I went, and my hands are on fire.
Yeah.
And the way we did it was, there's a gel on my hands, and there's a guy lighting my hands on fire. There's literally my hands are on fire. And everybody, the comments that we got from that was just like, I don't know, that doesn't look real. It doesn't look like you really.
So when you do the real thing, it doesn't
everyone
look
thinks
real.
it's fake. I can do nothing. I can do nothing, and everyone thinks it's fake. Yeah. I might not even be here right now. I might be completely digitally added in, and you guys are just talking to a guy in a green suit. And nobody would know it. In fact, that's exactly what's happening.
Interesting if you were just a guy in a green suit.
I've been told that.
Well, how did you decide to start doing the behind the scenes things and sort of explaining all the tricks?
Well, a lot of that was because when we were growing up, again, the only way that we could learn any of this stuff was we would go to DVDs and go to their behind the scenes things and like look in the background, like, oh, wait, what's that guy doing right over there? Oh, that must be this. And we would figure out gradually over, all these DVD special features, how some things were done. The other guy that I worked with, Brandon, he figured out how to do pyrotechnic explosions based on how the guys are walking around in the back, because they're not gonna tell you. That's the thing about DVDs, they don't tell you how to blow stuff up for some reason. I don't understand it.
Seems odd.
But he figured it out.
Why should they tell you? They have enough competition. In fact, they hate you.
Exactly.
You're the
true,
one guy.
actually, yeah.
If I were you, I'd have a bodyguard, seriously. I wondered who those 3 people were you came in with.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, I actually, my double is in the other room. We actually go different directions in case someone's watching this. Yeah, no, I'm sure you take the same precautions.
Oh, I have the same problem all the time.
Yeah.
But just because I have a lousy personality.
I'm his bodyguard. I'm quite ferocious.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not so dumb.
Well, okay, so you got into YouTube really, really early. Mm-hmm. So was there a reason you did this? Was there a reason did you see potential there?
I'll tell you what we were doing beforehand. We were doing direct-to-DVD feature films, and like direct-to-DVD feature films are bad movies. They're not good movies by any stretch of the imagination. And we were doing special effects on that stuff, freelance for a year or so, and it was the worst work ever because it was always fixing things. It was like, oh, there's a cable in this shot. You need to paint out the cable. It's like, well, why didn't someone just move the cable? It's like, well, they didn't. Now you have to paint it out. So you sit there for 4 hours painting out a cable, and like, great, it's done. So you'd be done with it, and no one would ever see it. Right, because if you do your job right, no one would ever know the cable was there. So it's great, fantastic. And
well, that's terrible. You've done work and nobody knows you did the work.
Yeah, it's horrible.
The best thing about your work is that nobody knows you did it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That must be very frustrating.
It was. We did it for a year.
See, the work I do isn't good, but at least people know I did it.
Yeah, so it was a year of that, and we've been watching YouTube this whole time and saying like, oh, it's interesting, sort of where, how these videos they're going viral. Why are they going viral? Why are people sharing this? And we said, okay, well, let's quit our job. Let's put 6 months of rent on the line.
So you decided to quit that.
Yeah.
Put 6 months on the line and go it alone.
Yeah. So my friend Brandon and I were like, all right, we're focusing on it, and that's what we did. And so we just started coming up with video ideas and just doing them.
And you
just
threw
going
them on
from
the
there.
internet.
Yep.
And you went viral. I love that expression. You went viral. It used to mean an infection. You know, if you were sick, the doctor would say, "Yeah, it's viral. We'll get you some medicine."
And now it's a good thing.
Now
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
I know. And hey, he was a pioneer in YouTube, so he was on it before you.
Really, you had to bring that up.
A little bit.
You're on my side, I thought.
We should switch these chairs around, clearly.
All right, ask a question.
Well, actually, there is one video that I particularly like, and
Sure.
it involves Jedis.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I don't know if I can say the title, but
Sure you can.
Jedi
Jedi a-holes.
Jedi a-holes. Yeah, and it was so funny. And I'm just curious with the Star Wars news that just came out. Are you going to do another Jedi video?
Well, I will say this.
What was that? Tell me about
So
it.
basically, what if instead of the Jedi being like, cool guys who are, fighting or whatever that is, make them total dicks? So they're using their force powers
I
for...
can relate to that.
So they're using their powers for douchiness rather than, for good. So it's everything from the guys, pushing kids down on bikes, and they're stopping planes, and it's ridiculous. They're vandalizing buildings with lightsabers.
Little
and
old women who are crossing the street, they trip them up.
Oh yeah, no, that might be in the.
You didn't think of that.
That'll be the new one. We'll put that in there. So we had two of them. We did Jedi A-holes. Then the year after we did the Jedi A-hole Strike Back. And so of course we needed Return of the Jedi A-holes. But the joke I think we're going to do is we're going to do the first one. We're going to re-release it, and we're just going to put spaceships and stuff in every single one. It'll be the special edition for Jedi A-holes 1. So that'll be the re-release.
How do you think it's changed since you started on YouTube?
It's funny because it's changed quite a bit. It's one of those. Everything's accelerated, So right now, from when we started, it was all independent people from all over the place doing their own thing and just putting it up and getting audience here and there. At this point, within the time that we've started, everybody's moved to LA. Everybody's a lot of people have sort of joined these conglomerates. It literally looks like the studio system back in like the 20s, right? It's all over again. It's the same thing. It was like, okay, everybody's working under one roof. We're sharing all the production stuff.
That's great.
It's weird. It's like it's doing film history, but like in fast forward all over
what
again.
you mean.
So it's crazy because like every sort of month, every month something different goes on. Like, oh, okay, we have to change up now. So we have to be very agile, I guess. You have to kind of be on top of things and
I'll
change
teach
up.
you how to do that. Be nimble and
Yeah.
agile. See, I always have a lot of people after me. I have to be agile.
Well, yeah, hence the bodyguards and
Hey, he's a good guest.
I know, right?
I didn't even know who the hell he was,
And his YouTube
they just
channel.
pulled me off the street. I
Yeah,
don't know
he's just
exactly
some
what
guy.
we're doing here.
You're a pretty lucky guy. And
Just not.
trying to figure how we can capitalize on that.
See, I always feel bad when people call us special effects experts, to be honest, because what we do is like we do very sort of fundamental, basic stuff. I feel like this. I feel like if I was a magician, I was doing like cup and balls tricks, and then everyone's like, wow, it's never seen that before, and then it's like, wow, you guys, you're like David Copperfield. It's like, we can't compare ourselves to the guys who are actually insane at this,
Well, I think you're very impressive.
But you can be compared because the few that I've seen were really brilliant. And not only brilliant, but they're entertaining. And that's, there are guys who can do all kind of technical things, but they're no fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I know what
Yours
you're
are
saying.
fun to watch.
Because I think at the end of the day, it's like for us, it's like it's always what's the point of the video? And the point of the video is, wouldn't it be great if I was standing on top of a car, and not how can we do this effect? It's always, this would be funny. Okay, how can we achieve
How can I
this?
make it entertaining?
Right,
That's,
exactly.
To me, because you know what business we're in? We're in the business of entertainment. You might not know it watching the show, but that's the business we're in, and damn it, we've got to entertain people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, on that
And I
note,
wish I'd
gentlemen,
learned how. Hey, great seeing you. Thanks for
Absolutely.
coming,
Thanks
and
for
remember
having me
my
on.
cameo.
Yes, we'll work on that.
Excelsior.